guys, what's up, what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Definitely make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet done so, and share this video wherever you like to share videos. Shout out to me, y'all. Yeah, shout out to me, because earlier today, which is Wednesday, I was on the Wendy Williams show. I don't know if you guys saw me or not, but if you did, it was good. I did post some pictures, and also when I was in the studio and stuff like that, I did post some Insta stories on my Instagram, which is Samore's World, SAMOREZ World. It's pretty easy. So yeah, definitely shout out to me. And now following up with a shout out to Congrats, You Played Yourself, who said, as far as Blake, and this is from the last episode, that person left a comment that said, as far as Blake goes, it seems as if Hakeem called him to the stage once he realized he was having trouble breathing. But Blake froze at first until Hakeem rushed back to the stage and had Blake seen he had no other choice but to step in. Okay, that makes sense. Because I know I was saying, like, I don't know, Blake, I'm not too sure about him. I'm still trying to feel him out. I don't know. I still got to see a little bit more because I'm not really convinced that he's down. But we'll see. We'll see. You might be right. Maybe that's exactly what was happening. So now we're up to episode 2. Luscious and Cookie, they got their new talent, which is Treasure. They want her to be the next big thing. And also their first artist for their new Lions production company, whatever, their new Lions company that they're trying to create. And they want to get her song played on the radio and everything. They're giving her all these promises of what's going to happen, and she's excited. She's ready, willing, and able. He did try to get her onto a local, and when I say he, I'm talking about Lucius. He tried to get her onto a local radio station, but it kind of flopped because all they wanted to do is talk about the BS and all about the demise of Empire and all this other crap that he just wasn't interested in. They're like, they want to get the juice first before they play the song, and he's like, you know what? Y'all just lost a good thing right now. So he kind of passed up on that, and he ends up going to another local radio station and was able to get her music played on there. So it kind of was putting the music out there and just kind of showing her that they really are down for her. They're going to be promoting and doing what they got to do. Later on, she was supposed to have a studio session with Cookie in their little, is that a Bronx studio? I mean, where's this place located? I feel like it looked kind of like a Bronx studio. But yeah, like a little hood studio or whatever. But she ended up not showing up. So, of course, Cookie was upset about that because for studio time, you got to pay by the hour. And you sitting there letting the money's pretty much going like this, up in the air. And it's like, just whoever wants to take the money, take it. And they don't got money like that to be wasting. They can't even turn on their AC. That's how, things is bad right now for them. They selling stuff in order to make ends meet and trying to maintain where they live and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was kind of crazy. And I know Cookie was definitely pissed. She's like, you know what? If you need to go ahead and keep your day job, go ahead and do that. But you wasting away a good thing here. She's like, she don't want to give up what is guaranteed for a what if or maybe. That's not the way she was raised. That's not the way her father kind of taught her to be. Which, it definitely makes sense. You don't want to give up what's guaranteed for something that is just like somebody's pitch to you. What somebody's telling you could possibly happen. But then again, you also don't want to be working for other people, building up their dreams and allowing your dreams, because this is something she really wants to do, to kind of slip away, because it's not necessarily Cookie's dream. It's what she's telling her she can provide for her, but the funds are not available right now. It's like, do I want what's right now, or do I want something that's going to happen later? That's what she was deciding, and she felt like her job was more secure with benefits and all that good stuff. She got that government job, honey, with the benefits. Your parents have told you, make sure you get that government job with the benefits. I know my mama done told me that back in the days, but nah. She was like, you got to be a nurse because you never get fired. You get fired, you go to the next place. You always have a job, No, mama. I mean, it was something I considered until I realized that wasn't something I really wanted to do. It's kind of like, you hear these things thrown at you every single time. You start to believe that that's what you're supposed to be, but it's only because that's what you've been fed, Giselle, she was all excited because of course, she's Eddie's wife. He's dead now, and she's supposed to be next in line to get whatever he got. Right? Wrong. Her and Becky. And how y'all feel about Becky? Because do y'all feel like Becky's a traitor? Or what do y'all feel about her? I kind of feel like she's loyal to who's ever on top. She's loyal to the money. She's loyal to her check. She's loyal to her job. But maybe not any specific person. Anyway, so like I was saying, Giselle, she goes to this party where they're supposed to be saying who's next in line to take over the company. And comes to find out, this little weasel that she was doing while she was doing her husband, he's the one that ends up taking over everything. So she was vexed. She was mad because she's like, how the hell this man is taking over everything when she's supposed to be next in line? Like, she's been busting her butt, and they talking about, oh, so fill him up to speed, you know, get him ready to do everything. And, you know, it's kind of messed up when stuff like that happen, because, I mean, I've definitely had incidents like that when I used to be in the corporate world, where it's like, you bust your butt, you did put in the hours, you did everything, you know the company inside and out, but somebody who's of a different complexion, or maybe a male or whatever, comes in and they end up getting a higher position with much more pay than you, doing pretty much the same thing that you're doing. I've definitely been there, honey. And yeah, don't really want to go back to that type of life again. I mean, people just will play you out like you are nothing, and you put blood, sweat, and tears literally into your job. So, yeah, she was kind of blindsided by that, and now Mr. Kingsley is now the owner, the COO of Empire. Hakeem, he's really like overseeing his welcome at Jamal's house. He's just like having all his friends come over, smoking weed, drinking, putting guns and stuff all over the house. And, you know, Hakeem's back with his boo thing. He ain't trying to be seeing all this, having all these people in his house. So he kind of like, it's like, nah, you gotta like chill with all this. You gotta straighten this up. And I don't feel like that's good. Like, you know, your brother has a problem with substance abuse, and you over here with the weed and, you know, with the liquor and everything all up in his face. Like, you know, that's like a kid around freaking candy. You know, they're gonna want to touch it because it's nice and sweet. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It was just kind of messed up for him to be doing it. I mean, yes, he's struggling and he's dealing with his own demons, but he needs to kind of get it together, or allow other people to kind of help him to get himself together. Lucius, he ends up taking Treasure's music to like another radio station or whatever, like I said, and that ended up turning out pretty good. But now Treasure, following that, she was supposed to meet up with Luscious and Cookie. They go to the restaurant to meet up with her, and the reservation was changed. All of a sudden they come, and who's there? Gizelle is sitting down with her. Gisele ends up pretty much stealing their artists right up under their noses to kind of show the company that she can bring in this major artist, this new talent or whatever. And Treasure accepts the offer because, once again, it's a right now, as opposed to being in somebody's kitchen or some bootleg looking studio with just kind of waiting and hoping that things pop off. This company is already established, even though it was their company, it's already established right now. They have money they can provide to her right now, and they have the funds to promote her right now. So that's what she ends up going with. They did say that they would sue, but Giselle's like, you guys don't have the means to fund a lawsuit. You can't, you won't be able to fight. Like, we'll take everything you have because you're going to need to get lawyers, etc., etc. And yeah, so they had to kind of bow their heads and walk away in this little battle right there. They did meet up with that same Jeff Kingsley. So this is Cookie and Lucius. They met up with that Jeff dude. He brought them to some chicken spot talking about he wants to revive Empire. That's because Gisele ain't helping him right now. He's not really about that. He's like a tech dude. So he's not really like about all that stuff. So he ain't about that life. You know what I mean? He ends up taking them there. They're like, oh, well, you just forgot the watermelons, right? Bought a whole bunch of chicken talking about I took the liberty of getting you guys something to eat. All you see is a whole ton of fried chicken. You know, like very stereotypical fried chicken and french fries. Like, that's the best spot that you could have brought them to. You want to make them feel at home. So yeah, he kind of, I feel like he just wants to be like the person to run everything, and he wants them to kind of be the workers, even though that's like a downgrade. That's like playing somebody out. Like, you literally, we work this company. We the ones who made this joint pop. Like, if it wasn't for us, there would be no empire. Like, we made the empire. And now you trying to make us workers for the empire? Like, what? I was surprised when Lucius said that he was going to consider it. I'm like, Jamal and his boo, they go to brunch, and Becky was there as well. And there was this dude there. His name was Bryson. His vibe was like way off. He seems like he used to talk to homeboy. Like, he used to talk to Jamal's boo or whatever, because he was all like, oh, you're all domesticated now, and I know this is not what you really want. And he was telling him that he has some job out somewhere. And, you know, Jamal was trying to be supportive. He's just like, well, you know, maybe that's something you would like to do. I know that's what you like. He's like, no, like, I'm good. And he's like, I know you, whatever his name is. This is what Bryson is saying. Like, I know you. I know that we can do this together, kind of like old times. But the way that old boy was looking at him, I'm like, nah, he looking at him like a whole entire meal. I wouldn't trust it. You trying to go out the country with this dude? Like, you talk about old times. You already know. Like, I would have been like, baby, we gotta go to the side for a minute. Excuse me. You know, like, because I'm kind of crazy, y'all. I'm kind of crazy when it comes to my family, when it comes to anything that belongs to me. I'm a little bit cray-cray. So, yeah, that was, and he definitely caught that vibe, because he asked him about it, but he's all like, trust me. I'm hoping that he can actually trust him, but in this day and age, it'd be hard to trust people. I mean, and the way old boy was looking at him, and they about to go, because he did say, you know, he loves being here. He's going to stay with him here in New York. Oh, yeah, they are in New York. He's going to stay with him here in New York, but he's going to go ahead and take him, He's going to go ahead and take the job. So, I don't know about that. I don't know. Andre, he's in jail, as we know. He ends up losing his temper because this bully dude and his little crew is trying to, like, bully this young kid who, Andre, he feels like, well, he knows the dude's story, the young guy, and from what he said, the guy, it was like, he's not even supposed to be in there in the first place. So he kind of feels for him. So he comes up with this plan, you know what, I'm going to do what I got to do. He wrap up himself, and he starts a fight. I was like, yo. But he's lucky because he put an arm around himself so that when they try to juke him with the knife and, you know, stab him up, it was, the armor was there. I was like, yo, this dude was ready for battle. Okay, now we know what to do if we go to jail. Ow. I mean, I ain't about that life. Like, I'm tough, but I ain't jail tough. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of New York prissy type of tough. You know, I'm hood, but I'm not that hood, you know? I'm like refined hood. Does that even make any sense? But yeah, I ain't about that jail life. Like, I'll talk a crazy game, but I'll try not to, like, actually act on my crazy ass impulses. But I've come close, especially back when I was younger. But now that I'm old, I'm definitely not trying to go to nobody's jail. Like, I was stupid and foolish back in the days, but I've changed. Cookie and Lucius, they go to the Empire party now, where they were now releasing Treasure and her new song, which I heard this song before. Did I tell y'all that in the last episode? That song is popping. Like, I was playing it a few days ago when I was doing a You Now broadcast, and it was like one of the new releases that came up like maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't even know who the girl was. I was just like, oh, this song is popping. I thought it was like some pop singer, you know, like some Caucasian pop singer, but I guess I was fooled. It's a girl from what's the name of that show? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The basketball show. Yeah, she was on there. Y'all remember her from there? And she was also on the other thing I told y'all about this last week. Anyway, I know I'm like rambling. And so she looked like a bag of money. I mean, they did her up. Like, she looked great with her little crystals popping across the light. Like, she just looked great. She sang her song, did her thing, and then Kingsley was supposed to have the Lions come on stage and announce. He dead ass threatened him, like, if you don't go on stage and join forces with us, then I'm gonna let everybody know that you're broke and washed up. So he goes on stage, and I'm talking about Lucius because Jeff calls him up on stage. He goes on stage and he's like, you know what? I can't do this without my family. I got an announcement to make. And I'm like, Lucius, you really about to sell out and give up that easily, bro? Like, that's what we about to do? But he was like, you know what? I got to have my family come up on here because this is real big, And he was just kind of like, Cookie, you trust me? He asked her like mad times, like 3-4 times. She's like, yeah, She looking at him like, what's about to go down? I'm with you, but damn, what's about to happen? He goes ahead and he does an Eminem on their asses. He lets them know, like, yeah, you've heard stories about us struggling and being broke. Well, those stories is true. It's like if you tell your truth, nobody can tell your truth for you. What you got, that's the thing about secrets. It's like when you put them out there, like, yeah, people will say what they want to say, but they'll respect you because you put it out there. Nobody can hold that shit over your head because you already put it out there. You know what I mean? Like, what you going to say? Like, Cardi B, nobody can say she's a stripper, she's been naked, because she's already told everybody that. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Like Eminem, nobody could say he was a druggie or whatever that he was, or he was living in a trailer, because he already told everybody that. So that's how you got to kind of play the games. No secrets, no lies. It's all out there. So what you got? You ain't got nothing. What you going to tell them? So he already put it all out there. So you could already see Jeff's face kind of like, he's starting to get pissed off. Like, damn, I don't got no leverage now. Like, he don't got to go with the plan. And that's exactly what happened. He didn't go with the plan. He's like, you know what? He used that as a moment or opportunity to promote himself, his business, and to recruit anybody who wants to move over to people that actually believe in them, as opposed to what this dude said, where he said that they were like babies or some dumb shit he said about them. So he let that all be known. So now they know that they're on to somebody who really doesn't value them and doesn't know anything about the company. That's why he was trying to get them back in good graces with them. Well, that didn't work. So yeah, he pretty much showed his passion, and I'm pretty sure there's probably people that's going to start coming back over to them, and they're going to start building up. But I really, at the end of the day, I don't want to see them build something new. I want to see them build Empire back. And I'm real curious to know who the hell is in that damn casket that they keep on showing and then going back 6 months for the past 2 episodes. Like, come on. I want to know what's happening now. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But thanks for watching, guys. Definitely make sure you comment, subscribe, and check out my other channel, Samore Love TV, for my beauty videos. New video will be posted tomorrow. I'll see y'all on the next one.